transforming impatience. Impatience, it doesn't seem such a heavy thing, you know. Many people even think that impatience can be a positive thing, you know, like I'm impatient to kind of that energy to get going and make something happen, right? And yet I want to show it to you in a different light. I'd like to, like, impatience is actually a cause of vast problems in the world and on our planet, because impatience is akin to distrust. You know, the impatient person is the person that does not trust in the flow of life. Is the, you know, and that distrust is a deep cellular thing, because impatience isn't, you know, isn't something that just happens once or twice. You know, it happens a lot with us. You know, and to learn patience, you know, through impatience, that's a great gift. You know, and you can only learn patience through seeing your impatience and seeing where it leads you. So I'd like to kind of really offer this to anyone watching this and listening to this, that it may not seem like such a bad thing, impatience. Like, it doesn't seem so heavy, not as like betrayal or, you know, depression or these things. That actually it is a deeply undermining quality for human beings, and that if you can learn the true art of patience, you will enhance all other higher qualities in your nature. Because patience, you know, as one great teacher said, Bain Saduno, his name is, he said, patience is love's vanguard. Love that expression. Patience is love's vanguard. So patience is the very kind of knife edge, the blade of love. Because to really, really love someone is to absolutely trust in life, to trust in every aspect of life, to trust in the unfolding of life, the rhythm of life. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's challenging, whether it's happy, whether it's sad, all of it. It's like there's this deep patience that cuts beyond all our mental understanding and our projections and opinions and judgments and fears and beliefs. You know, I believe that the world is just material, or I believe in God, or I don't, you know, all those things. Patience kind of goes deeper than all of them, because it shows us something over a long period of time. It shows us something that can only be learned over time. It reminds us of truth, and truth is about trust. Trust is not just trusting a person. It's not even just trusting yourself. It's trusting everything. Trusting everything. You know, that is an extraordinary thing. Imagine yourself now trusting everything. Imagine every cell of your body trusts everything. Everything that happens from now on. Imagine that. Wouldn't you feel free? What level of freedom could you find were you to trust everything absolutely as it happens? So someone comes at you with like real negative force, projection, blame, whatever, and you absolutely, utterly trust it in that moment. You don't have to like it, but you also trust your dislike. You trust the whole process underneath. You're in this like wonder of like, wow, look at this. I trust my response. I trust the person. I trust the way it's unfolding. I trust my anger. I trust my fear. You know, underneath it, there's deep patience. So impatience is the lack of that great, deep trust in life. And sometimes the smallest things that we do impatiently have a knock-on effect that's far greater than we realize. You know, and we, because we want things to go a certain way, our mind has an idea. I want this to go at a certain pace. I'd like it to speed up. It's a very human thing. I want it to happen quicker. That's fair enough. You know, like, you know, there are instances in which, like, something's been promised and it's not been delivered, and you're like, well, you know, why haven't you delivered it? So, like, of course I'm impatient. You said you were going to deliver it. I've paid for it. You know, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. So that's all like, okay. You know, you're allowed to have those human feelings. I'm not asking for people to be a saint, to be saints here. But underneath that kind of cursory level of patience is a much deeper patience. And it's a trust that even trusts in the drama of patience and impatience. You know? So deep patience is something where you feel at peace in the world inside yourself. You know, the highest aspect of transforming impatience is timelessness, is to experience this state of timelessness, the state in which you don't wish, at the core, you don't wish for anything to be other than the way it is. You know, you're hanging in eternity. You know, there's this deep core cellular let go, surrender that's taken place inside you. The ancients, the mystics call it enlightenment. All it is a state of deep trust and deep surrender. It's accessible to anyone, but it has to come through life, through observation, through self-inquiry, as a memory that is cellular in the body. And so understanding these shadows and these shadow patterns is key. So every time you see yourself being impatient, even in the small things, let that be a reminder of like, I've just been caught by the drama. You know, I've just been trapped by the game, by the Maya, by the, you know, I've been tricked. I've been tricked. And that loosening of the atoms around that drama can drop you into this deep patience, you know, where your breath deepens and you allow things to be the way they are, and you trust that there's a natural unfolding in the process that will teach you something in time, something magical. And each time it happens, you drop deeper into the patience, because the patience kind of asserts itself as truth in layers and layers and layers. I'm just looking up because these flock of crows just landed on my roof. You know, layer upon layer of trust for us to rediscover through our life patterns. And impatience, you know, it can undermine us in so many ways, you know, because we want something faster than life is prepared to deliver it, you know. So loosen those atoms around that area and let yourself sink more deeply into this field of timelessness, and where you can just be with the way things are and the timing of things, and you can let go of those anxieties about, will it happen this way, will it happen, will it, won't it, you know, will it succeed, will it fail, you know, will she love me, won't she love me, will he, you know, all those questions that the mind has just dissipate. So very beautiful contemplation, and very practical. Apply it to your everyday life. Apply it to the times where you feel agitation, where you feel anxiety, and look and see at the core of it, a lot of the times is just an impatience, because your ego is part of yourself that identifies with the way your mind wants things to be or sees things, is not able to fully let go. But the moment you see it, you can let go of it. Yeah. Deep patience. The best things take a long, long